Hello, this is Alexandra speaking. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Helix Universe. I hope you are well. I hope you're fine. Thank you for being here. First I want to thank you for everything, for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and generally for being here. I also want to thank you for your letters and for the things you share with me, and you share your creativity very often. And I'm so glad to see your paintings, your drawings, your poems, even your books sometimes. And this is a great privilege for me to be the part of this group and to be and to feel the part of something greater than me. I never expected this to happen by this channel, but it is happening, and I'm very, very grateful for this. This month we're gonna have two kinds of readings, and first are love readings, and these are for all of you. For those of you who are couples, for those of you who are single, for those of you who have potential partners, you also want to see it, and also for those who are single, this may just be for you and the ones you love in this or the other way. It really doesn't matter. Love has many names, and I hope these will resonate. And of course later we'll have readings for July. And one more thing, readings, personal readings. If you want a book, please let me know. The sooner the better, because I will be on the leave from the 5th of August till the end of August, because then I'm going to move apartments. So it's going to be a very busy month for me, and I'll be absent most of the time. So if you're interested in a personal reading, please let me know before that, so that I can do readings for everyone. One more thing, thanks for your contributions, for all the contributions to the channel via PayPal. As soon as I buy something, I was talking about the hardware for the channel, I will let you know. Once more, thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence here. I feel blessed by it. I hope you have a beautiful time. Bye bye. See you in the readings. Hello, dear Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. Alexandra speaking. I hope you are well. As you can see, the cards are already laid out. This is a love reading or a relationship reading, if you like. It can be for couples. It can be for singles. It can be for those aspiring to be in a relationship. It can be about any relationship in your life, any important person for you. And this is for you if you have your sun, moon or rising sign in the beautiful sign of Capricorn. As you can see, the cards are already laid out because I was doing the reading in my native language first, so I already know what's going on. By the way, in love readings, you may also want to see your Venus sign. So, what do we have here? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is your energy, a beautiful energy of Earth. Pentacles, some solid offer. Perhaps something small, perhaps something unexpected, but it can really grow into something bigger. And this is the background energy. So the energy is favorable towards these kinds of events, these kinds of endeavors, building from small into something really solid and prosperous. What about your reading? Well, it brings hope, but it's not necessarily the easiest one I've seen, especially on your side. It seems that there's something frozen here. But let's start from the card indicating you. What we see is Nine of Wands. What we see is a wounded warrior. What we see is someone very stubborn. Why not? Very loyal. It can also indicate that you are very, very guarded. It can be because of your past experiences that now you prepare for the worst. This is the card of being prepared for the worst, even if it's not that bad. Even if you perform very well now, although you may be very, very tired in this card. You can't see it. Here you can see this person is very well built. Strong, beautiful muscles. So he had to put much time and effort into being in such a beautiful shape. Still, I think he's tired. I think he really wants to get some rest, but he cannot. He feels he cannot. Sometimes this card is paranoid. It's seeing the worst things where you really cannot see anything. Seeing the worst things instead of seeing reality as it is, which mostly means mixed picture. So here you are, standing very firmly on the ground, being ready to defend yourself and what's important for you, what's precious to you. What is nice is that you're towards the reading, you know. You are facing towards the reading and not outwards of the reading. Perhaps you expect something. Perhaps you expect your partner to understand you, to understand your heart situation. Whilst your partner, or the person this reading indicates, appears as Prince of Swords, so a very airy and fiery at once energy. As you can see, he's galloping somewhere and his sight is fixed in the skies. He has his mission. He's on a mission. He really doesn't know what's beneath the hoofs of this horse, because there's something very important to be done here. This is the Knight of Truth. He believes, or she can be a she, of course. This person believes in what she considers truth. She's on a mission. I sometimes call it a crusader card. It doesn't have to be destructive. Sometimes it is, because this is not a very mindful knight, I would say. He's a quick thinker and quick doer. So sometimes there's no time to think deeper about consequences of the deeds. And this person may seem to you as being outward. It doesn't mean they are. It doesn't mean they are. Why do I say that? Because this reading is about you, not about them. It's about you. It's about how you perceive this person. What is happening to this person from your point of view in your relationship. So it can be that they are on a mission, but it doesn't really mean that they are out of this relationship. They are perhaps temporarily focused on something outside, more outside of this. And perhaps that's why they can't see you when you look at these two cards together. Say, hey, I'm tired. Oh, I want to lay. I know. I see things and I'm afraid of them. They're not. It can also indicate that their attitude is quite different. They're more vigorous, perhaps, than you. Perhaps this is a support for you, really. Perhaps there was time when you were struggling for them and now they're ready to struggle for you. It can be like that. It can be quite optimistic. So you both look in the same direction. That's interesting. But perhaps what you see inside your relationship, they see as something outside of your relationship. So if there are some problems in your relationship, you may see the cause here between us, and they may see the cause somewhere else. I don't know which is better. It's just, seeing things differently. Doesn't mean that it's wrong. Sometimes we are much wiser when we see both points of view, right? Let's see what's deeper. On your side, we have Three of Swords. And this is a painful energy. Most definitely this is a painful energy. Your heart isn't working as it should. Your heart is frozen here. This is one of the deepest cards in tarot for me. Sometimes it's called recognition. And it's about recognizing something very hard for you. It's about recognizing something that was hidden, something that was frozen. This heart cannot beat because it's pierced by swords and they are not removed. They are still there. This heart may not feel pain only if we freeze it. Only if it's frozen. Because if you unfreeze it, there are still wounds here. It cannot beat because these wounds will make themselves even worse when it starts beating with these swords. So it has to be not moving at all. But it means it's, I don't want to say it's dead because it's not, but it's frozen. For me, this card is about the primal wound that we have and that we don't want to touch because it's so painful, so freaking painful, But there's no other way to heal this cut, to create scar tissues on these wounds. There's no other way than to remove those swords. And in this energy, you recognize this need. You finally realize there's no other way. You need to remove the swords. You need to perform this surgery on your open heart. And it is painful and it is difficult, but you need to do it in order to retrieve your heart, to regain the energy of the heart. Your heart is your engine. Your mind is the other engine, but sometimes we work only on one engine. That's my story. I was working on one engine for majority of my life. I couldn't use my heart. And when I finally unfroze it, when I finally let it beat, what an epiphany it was for me. What a change in life. For all of you, those who have your hearts frozen, let it heal, let it unfreeze. It's a gift, it's an engine, it's a second life. It doesn't have to be something great. I don't see many major arcanas here. There's only one, in fact. So it doesn't have to be something, absolutely terrifying or traumatic. It can be a little thing, but you don't want to touch it. And as a result, it freezes part of your energy. It can be a particle of your energy. It doesn't have to be something great, but it can be. 3 of Swords. It's something paralyzing a part of you. Of course, it's your choice. You may leave it as it is, but you don't have to. You always have a choice. So it seems you are in kind of a, perhaps not very pronounced, but a crisis here. You're tired, you're wounded, you expect the worst, and you deep inside of you, you feel that you need to perform something very, very painful. Perhaps you expect your partner to be more with you. They don't seem very, compassionate. I don't see, heart here. I don't see the cups. I see Queen of Wands. And Queen of Wands is very much about her. It can be, by the way, him or her. Doesn't matter. This is a general reading, so it can be any person. I know people say it's a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but absolutely, I don't read it like that. For me, this is energy of fire. And this is someone becoming, very focused on becoming, realizing their true potential. This is a social star. This is someone shining brightly in society. Very charismatic, very magnetic, beautiful personality. And they want to be themselves most of all. They want to, I feel they are very appreciative of you. And they will lend you a helping hand if you ask them. They are open, they are really into you, I think. But they are also very, very deeply into them. They're most interested in their own life, in their own progress. And there's nothing wrong in it. Perhaps I have this feeling that they realize that they cannot perform this operation, they cannot perform this surgery instead of you, if that's your expectation. No, they cannot. Where's my focus? Only you can do it, dear Capricorn. No one can do it for you. And it's not a pity. It's just how it is. You know, Queen of Wands is also a person who's been through a lot. So I think she understands. I think this energy, this person, understands. But they know they can only, be around for you. Nothing more. Nothing less, but nothing more. Where is this meeting, these energies? Because I see it like, your energies meeting here in the middle and then sprouting into something. And you have the major arcana here, the Justice card. So it's about balance. It's about regaining balance, bringing balance into your relationship. And it's a great card. I like it here. Because the Justice sees the truth as it is. So it goes very well with the recognition of the Three of Swords. The Justice is also very eager to cut anything or anyone who doesn't work in your life anymore. Anything that it's not serving you, she'll cut it out. But it's also how to say it? A card that makes me feel better about the world. That what you give, you receive back. Everything is coming back to you. What you sow, you reap. You reap what you sow, right? This is this energy of a eternal return, eternal karma, an eternal balance between what you give and what you receive. This is calming energy here, especially for your wounded heart. The Justice will come to this relationship. And sprouting from this, you have beautiful energies. You have beautiful energies. It's like saying, this recognition is something you really want. This recognition is something that really pays off in a greater image, in a longer time. It pays off. This card, for me, speaks about longer time. 8 of Pentacles. In one of my decks, it's called the mountain. How do we climb the mountain? We climb it by little steps. It's getting higher and higher and higher. Not by a jump, but by one tiny step after the other tiny step. So, as a result of this recognition and appreciation, you together may work it out on everyday basis, because this is everyday work. These are not great leaps. They are tiny, tiny steps, perfecting things, being better and better, slowly, slowly, slowly. I love this energy. It's about prudence. It's about being effective little by little, about being patient too. So you can, not even fight it through, but you can just work it through. Work this energy, this difficult energy, and be on the top, after all. Because around this 8 of Pentacles, we have 2 beautiful cards. 9 of Cups and 6 of Swords, which means together, I feel this is about being together, the Six of Swords, you will pass your difficulties. You will leave them behind. You will have the peace of mind. This is a very harmonious energy. The precious point of balance is achieved here. Into the calmer waters. You may finally have the opportunity to rest. But also it's about, and I think you need to hear it really, it's about appreciating what you have. Nine of Cups. I know people call it a wish card very often. I don't feel it like that. For me, it's rather being happy with what you have. Being grateful for all the things you receive. Being very receptive. This is a passive card. So you receive and you're able to enjoy it. You're able to enjoy what you've already received. The very fact that for those of you who are in a couple, that you are together, that's a precious gift. People very often forget about it. They forget about times when they were alone and perhaps miserable. People tend to forget of how blessed they are, especially we here in the, let's say, Western world, Europe, America, Australia. How much do we have? How safe we are. How blessed. We often forget about it. Nine of Cups is about remembering and about being grateful every day. Being grateful every day for all the things that I was given. Because we are privileged. Really, we are privileged. So try to feel this gratitude every day. Gratitude every day. And somehow your feelings of anxiety and pain and anguish, they will pass. You'll pass by. You will pass them by. These are the energies I see here. Nothing really big or nothing really breaking through here. Just everyday work on your relationship with whoever you are, which seems in a quite different place right now than you. Still, you can be together. You can be supported by this person. Perhaps not in the way you expect, but still, they are there for you. And I also took one card from the majors of the Art of Love Tarot. And you have the beginning, which is the Fool. And the Fool says about unlimited possibilities that are in the beginning of a journey. It's like a big bang of the universe. This tiny non-spatial grain explodes, and we really don't know what's gonna be after it does. We have no idea. But there's the whole universe there in this grain. So I feel this is a reminder that no matter where you are on your journey, you are not written by your past. And it goes very well with the reading I was doing for Capricorns for June. The same message appears here. You're not your history. You're not your past. Every moment has the potential of a new beginning. Every moment has the potential of a big bang for you. If you allow it. If you let it. If you admit it. Remember about this. You're not predestined to anything. You are free, Capricorn. Always. That's for you, my dear. I hope, again, that you are well. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful time this summer. and bless you, and see you in next readings. Bye bye.